Welcome back, everybody, to the YN podcast. My name is Shannon.
And I'm Frankie. And this week we're going to be diving into some Disney Channel shows, fanfiction.
Yes. From the golden era of like 2000 to 2010.
Because I don't know what's going on in Disney Channel right now.
Yeah, no, I have no clue.
But we're going to try and remember to rate all of them this time. We only rated like a handful of them last time.
Yeah. We got some good ones lined up. Just as always, want to remind everyone, we are not making fun of anyone for enjoying fan fiction or for writing fan fiction. As we've said before, we have indulged in fan fiction in fandoms for a while.
Yes.
We're just here to enjoy and, have a good time.
We're laughing with you.
Yes, we're laughing with you, not at you.
Okay, so Shannon's been laughing hysterically for the past 3 days over a fan fiction that she's found for me.
It's very good.
And I'm really excited.
Yeah, try not to read the title because I don't want to give it away. There's no way for me to get rid of it, but you're just going to start, at the beginning.
Okay, this is Wizards of Waverly Place.
Wizards of Waverly Place. Our author is Snapers, maybe Harry Potter. I don't know what that means. Probably like a Harry Potter person. It has 14,000 reads, so it's kind of popular.
This is popular, yeah. I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay, let's jump into it.
Yes.
It was a few months till the family wizard competition would begin, and the stress was high between the Russo kids. That's how you say their last name, right? Russo?
Yeah. Russo.
Okay. Max, hurry up and get out the bathroom. I've been waiting for ages, shouted Justin while banging on the door. What's going on here, guys? Said Jerry.
Jerry's the dad.
Right. Okay.
I was confused about it before. I said, who's Jerry?
That's another disclaimer. Is I'm not going to remember who these characters are because
I feel like most of them, I think. But Jerry, I was like, who?
Justin's the hot brother, right?
The older brother, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jerry's the dad.
Okay. I need to get a shower ASAP, said Justin. Why are you in such a rush? Said Jerry. Well, I'm trying to climb the leaderboard again and actually have a chance of becoming the family wizard, so I've taken on an extra wizard job, and it starts in half an hour, and I still need to get a shower, said Justin.
What do you think a wizard job is? I was wondering that.
I don't know. I've taken on an extra one. He's already working one.
Maybe at the wizard school, but what's a wizard job? Is it like Harry Potter, where people work in the ministry?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but he's got to get there right now.
He's got at least two. At least two wizard jobs. He's an extra. Okay. Not important.
No, not important at all.
I was just curious.
But I like that he's climbing the leaderboard. I don't remember the show that much.
I feel like the family wizard thing was only in the movie. Do you remember the movie?
No.
When they went on vacation in the movie and the parents forgot who they were.
Okay, maybe
and then they had
familiar.
the family competition because there only gets to be one wizard.
Oh, right.
One person wins,
this.
only one person gets to keep being a wizard. So this is kind of life or death here.
Oh, boy. Just use Alex's shower then, said Jerry. Alex is in there, said Justin. Well, I don't know what you want me to do then, said Jerry. I don't know, let him use the shower. That's what he wants you to do.
Jerry has no sympathy.
No, Jerry's like, fuck off. I'm busy.
He's busy running the sub shop.
Yeah.
Justin comes downstairs naked into the sub shop Dad,
can I please use the shower?
Take a shower.
Can I use your shower, please? Said Justin. Wait, I'm sorry. Am I forgetting? Where the hell is the dad? Max is in the bathroom. Okay.
Max is in the bathroom.
I thought the dad was in the bathroom, and he's like, what do you want me to do?
So, yeah, Alex is in her shower.
Okay.
Max is in Justin's shower.
Okay.
And then the dad also has a shower. They have a lot of bathrooms, I guess.
Okay, that's really nice for them.
I know.
You know your mother doesn't like you using our shower. I'm sure Max won't be long, said Jerry. He's doing this on purpose, said Justin. Jerry went downstairs to open his sub shop while Justin carried on waiting by the door. 15 minutes later, Max finally came out the bathroom with his towel wrapped around his waist. Max had the start of a six-pack and a few light hairs developing around his belly button. I don't like where this is going already. The description of his naked body is disturbing me. Okay.
Oh, Max. I guess.
Also, isn't Max 12?
Yeah, I don't know. Because that show went on for a while, so he started young. By the time it ended, he was a late teen. So I don't know when this is supposed to be.
Okay.
Anyway, it's uncomfortable.
About time, said Justin. Oh, shut it. One of Max's girlfriends.
One of them.
Okay. He has a lot.
One of his girls.
From school, came upstairs and waited outside Max's room. Justin saw this as a chance to get back at his brother and used magic to make Max's towel drop. Ah! Screamed Max and his friend. Well, Justin just laughed. You idiot, Max shouted at You idiot, Max shouted at Justin. There was no exclamation point.
No, they don't use punctuation.
Okay. Everyone's just talking over each other.
Yeah.
Maybe next time be quicker, said Justin. But he couldn't help stare at his brother's naked body, even though he only saw it for a second. How is he still staring at it if he only saw it for a second?
Staring at it.
Staring
at his mind. There was another thing I wanted to point out. Where did it go? He had to use magic to make the towel drop. He could have just
go up and pull it. No.
Right.
Well, when you can do magic. If I could do magic, I would only use magic.
He has 2 wizard jobs, so he obviously knows.
He's very skilled.
What he's doing. But I'm like, I feel like there's an easier way.
Max should have used magic to keep his towel on. He should have been ahead of the game.
Yeah,
he should have known better.
He had a girlfriend there. Also, why does he have a girlfriend there if he's in the shower?
Yeah, aren't they what are they going to do?
She's just waiting for him
to go to school.
Yeah, I don't know when.
These kids are up early.
Everyone's in the shower. It's shower time.
It's shower time. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Well, okay. Justin quickly got a shower and went to work, but the guilt built up during the day. And that night, he went to apologize to Max. Hey, Max, I'm sorry, said Justin. I liked that girl and you embarrassed me in front of her. How could you do that? Said Justin. Wait.
It's wrong. It says Justin. It's supposed to be said Max. They forgot.
They're using magic to speak through each other's mouths.
Oh, interesting theory.
I'm sorry, said Justin. Max started to cry. I'm really sorry, I didn't realize, said Justin. Well, I'm going through changes and I'm just self-conscious, said Max. Well, there's no need to be self-conscious because from what I saw, you looked pretty good. I have payback for you later coming, just so you know, in the same vein.
Wow.
Justin stopped and thought to himself how weird it must sound. Sorry.
Yeah,
and then
weird.
He said, sorry, that was weird, said Justin. He thought it and then he said it.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It helped. Justin hugged Max and Max looked up and stared into Justin's eyes and lunged in for a kiss. That's aggressive. He lunged in. They were already hugging each other.
Yeah. How far could he have lunged? They're already in each other's arms.
It was a really, really
lunging in.
Spread out hug. They were really far apart.
Yeah, because Justin just says something super creepy, and he's hugging him from a distance. But then he kissed him, so I guess it didn't really matter to him.
Both boys kissed for a split second before Justin pulled away. Hey, what are you doing? Said Justin. I'm sorry, I don't know, said Max, running off to the bathroom. They spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Justin got up, but then looked down and realized he had a huge erection in his pants. Wow.
Yeah. That's the end of the first chapter.
Is there more?
Yeah.
I should be reading?
I feel like we should go on because it does get worse.
Okay,
I don't think you need to finish this whole chapter, but I think you can read some of it because it's just like a continuation of this scene. It's not like a new thing.
Okay, so
we'll
keeps
going.
Oh yeah, it really does. Okay, yeah. Justin ran after Max with his boner flopping. Hey, it's all right. Just come out, Max, please, said Justin. Max unlocked the door to the bathroom and Justin went in. Literally everything is taking place in the bathroom. This person, Snapers, thinks the sexiest things happen only in the bathroom.
Right.
I mean, it's where you take your pants off and sometimes all your clothes.
Yeah.
Max, I'm your brother. You can't do that, okay, said Justin. I know, I'm not stupid. It was just the heat of the moment. I'm straight anyway. The heat of the moment of your brother being like, no, like puberty's normal.
I love that being straight has like anything to do with this. The fact that it's just incest. He's like, but I'm straight. And I'm like, well, even if you were gay, this still isn't okay.
Oh my God.
You know? I don't know.
I know. And so am I. Good. We're all straight here. Okay. Friends again, said Max. Friends again, said Justin. Both boys hugged it out. That's dangerous to do again. You know what happened the last time we hugged?
Yeah, we shouldn't.
There should be like no touching for a little while.
Yep.
They hugged it out and returned to their rooms. It was halfway through the night and both boys were still wide awake, thinking about their kiss earlier. Max got up and went into Justin's room. Hey, you awake? Said Max. Yeah, what's up? Yes, what's up? Said Justin, leaning over his bedside table and turning on his lamp. I just can't stop thinking about earlier, said Max. Why? Said Justin. I don't know, said Max. I don't know, fuck off. Why are you asking me? It's like, you came into my room.
In his room. He's sitting on the table.
Wait, he said he's sitting on the table?
Justin's leaning over the
Yeah, he's
table.
just turning on. He was turning on the lamp.
Where's Max? Is he just like
He's standing in the doorway.
like a kid when you go into your room and you're like, Mom, I threw up. He's just standing there, like, I can't stop thinking about it. And Justin's like, why? He's like, I don't fucking know. Like, what?
I came to you asking for advice of why I can't. Well, neither can I, said Justin. Both boys giggled. Can I come lay with you tonight, said Max.
Ooh.
Sure thing, bro, said Justin. Like, Max is really taking initiative because Justin was clearly not okay with it earlier.
Right.
I mean, besides for his erection.
It's a huge boner.
Did Max even see it, though? He didn't. I think he ran off.
Maybe he felt it. They were hugging.
Yeah, well, and he lunged.
Happened pretty fast.
Both boys laid in bed. Shall I turn the light off now, said Justin. Sure, said Max. But as Justin went to turn off the light, he saw that Max had an erection through the quilt.
I don't think we need to read anymore.
Does
it gets bad.
Too wrong. Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, no,
and they're children, so.
Right. Yeah, so we're going to stop there with this one.
Oh, and there's the size of his penis.
Yeah,
okay.
it goes on. Just know that it gets much, much worse. And
we'll leave a link in
right.
the
You
description.
can go and read this if you really want to. But exactly what you think happens here.
Great.
But I mean, even without reading that, there's just so much sexual tension that I was just laughing really hard for the past 3 days.
That was really absurd. Wow.
Not that badly written, besides the lack of punctuation.
Yeah, and like it wasn't like necessarily well written. There was no I wasn't really immersed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate that one 2 out of 5 because I don't like what I read.
Yeah, it was
the context
disturbing.
And
I don't understand the bathroom times either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sexy to be showering.
Yeah. The title of this is also, because I didn't let you read it before, it's Wizards of Waverly Place, Justin and Max Smut. It's like, you know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, and it happens.
But yeah, well, it was much easier than the fan fictions you gave me last time, so I'm thankful for that because that was a real mess.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked this one.
All right, well, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
Good show.
Lovely.
Selena Gomez.
Love Selena Gomez.
Barely even mentioned. I like that. She doesn't need any more attention.
They just briefly mentioned her being in the shower.
Yeah, she's in there.
And then she doesn't see any of this happen.
Well, that's fine. It's
maybe she does,
best.
and then it's just inspiration for her songs.
Yeah, that's inspiration. That's what her songs are all about.
Yeah, this thing that really happened.
The Wizards of Waverly Place theme song is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's very magical.
I do like that one a lot.
Okay. I'm going to have you read the next one. This is a Hannah Montana one. And I'm going to have a disclaimer. I didn't like Hannah Montana growing up.
Oh.
I was like maybe a little too old. My best friend loved it. My best friend at the time loved it. And I would always have to watch it. And I just thought Miley Cyrus was a really bad actress. And it really bothered me.
I agree that she's a bad actress. I did love Hannah Montana, though. Like, because I feel like as a child, I was definitely like I'm going to be a pop star.
Right.
When I grow up. So, I mean, I was her for Halloween.
Oh.
I had a blonde wig. Yeah.
I'm sorry that I can't relate, but it's good that you're reading this one then.
Yeah. I do
so
really like
this
her.
one is called Hannah Montana Souls, but like shoe souls of fire.
Okay.
And the description is Hannah Montana enters the death zone. It's by Emerald Dusk. And this is on fanfiction.net. This is like a fever dream. It is so bizarre.
It's from 2010.
Honestly, really scary too. It's like disturbing. It's rated T for teen.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you jump into that one.
Okay, so it just says Hannah Montana. How Hannah learned to stop worrying and love the bomb.
That's also the third title now. Because it's Hannah Montana Souls of Fire, Hannah Montana, and How Hannah learned to stop worrying and love the bomb.
I don't know what the bomb is, but I'm scared.
This disturbs me. I don't know if it's like some type of crossover with something else and it's just not obvious to me, but
I'm confused. Also, like I see the first name mentioned is Robbie. I forgot who Robbie was briefly, so did you, right?
Yeah, and
we
I
were like,
Googled it.
Who's Robbie?
It's the dad.
Robbie Ray Stewart.
Yeah, it's the dad. It's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Jump in.
Robbie ran towards the large hopscotch drawing, quickly jumped onto the squares, then took the last step and accidentally fell off the cliff. Meanwhile, in Malibu, something else entirely going on.
This is also the first death, so one.
Of several?
Possibly.
Okay. Jackson sat on the couch, pretending to read the newspaper. Oliver snuck up from behind him, staying bent over close to the floor, then flipped over the couch, sending Jackson smashing face first into the television screen. Sparks shot out of the screen, then ceased. Smoke began to come out of the shattered box. Satisfied with his accomplishment, Oliver rolled up Jackson's newspaper, stuck it in his mouth, lit the end on fire, and was soon consumed in flames. Okay, 3 deaths?
Yeah.
Because Jackson was just murdered by Oliver.
Yep. And then
Oliver committed suicide.
Yeah, because he was smoking a newspaper, I guess.
He put it in his mouth.
And lit the end.
Okay.
Maybe like some type of cartoon bomb where it just like exploded into flames.
I don't understand. Okay. So here come our girls, Miley and Lily. Miley and Lily walked inside from the patio and looked at the scene in the living room. After a minute, the two turned around and departed. You think this is funny? Demanded Robbie. Isn't Robbie dead?
Exactly. I don't know what's going on.
Did he fall off?
Doesn't it feel like you're dreaming? It like makes me nervous. It makes me anxious.
Yeah. Okay. You think this is funny? Demanded Robbie. Well, it's not. Thousands of people die like this every day. So just take a minute and think if this is really worth the ...
Also, like, who is he talking to? Because the girls just left. Is he talking to the boys?
They just left. Oh, wait.
Is he talking from, like, heaven?
Oh.
He's like, you think this is funny?
Oh, I bet. Wait, that makes actually more sense than what
You're
is
welcome.
written. Miley poked Robbie with a cattle prod. No, but there's Miley again. Didn't she? She just
came back.
Oh, okay.
She went to go get her cattle prod.
Robbie then died and collapsed on the floor.
Again.
Wasn't he already dead?
That was a different dream.
Oh my
The first one was it's like when you're having a nap and like you keep waking up and you just keep having a different dream.
But it said meanwhile in Malibu. So like these things are happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
There's 2 Robbies and both of them have been murdered.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay. All right. I'm going to continue.
Yeah.
And now our feature presentation, Billy Man and Jackson Boy.
I Googled like who Billy is in Hannah Montana and like there's no character named Billy.
Have to be the dad.
It's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Okay. So he's just.
He's himself, but he's playing some type of Billy Man, Batman character.
Yeah. Okay.
And Jackson Boy.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
It might be like that too.
Yeah. Okay. Quick, Jackson Boy, activate the Billy Mobile, ordered Billy Man. So yeah, so like the invisible ghost mobile.
Yeah.
Okay, so SpongeBob is happening now. Just with
because there's
characters.
there's a Batmobile.
Oh,
I think that.
But then it's Batman and Robin, not Robin Boy.
I don't know, dude. This is
okay.
Picture yourself having a nightmare. You're sweating.
Yeah. Like all 3 of these things just happen simultaneously. I feel like my nightmares do that where like you just jump right from one thing into the next. So this does feel like it's happening in my mind.
This is really good I think for that reason because it's.
Was this written by like a psychologist?
Maybe. Wow.
Because it's well written.
Yeah.
It's almost poetic.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to keep going. Jackson pushed a button on the small machine he was holding. The Billy Mobile then started up and plowed over Billy Man.
That's
3 deaths.
The 3rd time that he died.
Oh my God. What? How does he? So the car just moved by itself and ran him over.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's up for interpretation whether you think that Jackson did it on purpose or not.
Well, then, okay, so then it says Jackson pulled out a trumpet and played taps. So.
Just in honor of him?
So I don't know if he actually meant to do that.
He had his trumpet ready, so I feel like he did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, he knew it was coming.
And he's been practicing how to play taps.
The living end? ? Hannah Montana sat on stage watching the crowd. Robbie then ran on stage.
He's back.
And ripped his raincoat open. The entire audience instantly dropped dead. Is this like, did he flash them? Like a raincoat, like a flasher?
It's possible. I mean, I'm not really sure.
They all dropped dead. Why?
He's
He's so powerful.
He's clearly some type of immortal being.
Right. He's the only one who keeps coming back. Well, besides, I think Jackson came back.
Yeah, I feel like I just woke up.
Yeah, this is very scary. Lily sat in front of a mirror, brushing her hair. "You look beautiful," said Oliver, who didn't reflect in the mirror. "I do, don't I?" replied Lily. Oliver then threw Lily out the window and walked away. That's Oliver's second murder.
Yeah, he's a killer. And he also doesn't reflect in the mirror, so I'm thinking he's some type of vampire.
Yeah, that's the end, by the way. I don't know.
But you couldn't tell that was the end of the story?
No, because that's how each section ended, and I really don't understand.
But there's no sections. This isn't cut up into sections. This is all one story.
It's short, but a lot happens.
Right? It makes you think. After I read it the first time, I'm like, I had to read it like 3 times to be like, am I getting this? Like, am I missing something?
I feel like there's a deeper meaning here that I'm not quite understanding. And I don't know if I ever will.
There's literally, let's see, there's 2 reviews. Someone said, interesting to say the least. And someone said, different but cool. Why is everyone dying? Great job.
Okay, so this seems like one of the comments was from 2013. So this had to be written, a while ago. So when Hannah Montana was either just ending or still on. Mm-hmm. Were these kind of fanfics a thing?
I was looking very hard for Hannah Montana fanfiction that wasn't boring.
Right.
And this is the only one I found that was this bizarre.
Yeah.
This person, Emerald Dusk.
I'm worried about you.
They've got quite the mind.
Yeah, let's see what else they've written.
Oh my God. I'm not going to read that.
Their inspirations are Edgar Allan Poe.
That makes a lot of sense. Their favorite poems, The Raven. Oh yeah, this all makes a lot of sense.
Evanescence, favorite band. Love that.
Their favorite movie is Black Swan.
Cool.
This person is deeply disturbed.
Oh.
In a beautiful way.
212 stories they've written for lots of shows.
Oh my Lord. Wow. They surely have written a lot. We are scrolling and scrolling.
I saw an iCarly one in there. That'll be
great. We'll read that next time
episode.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in what the rest of these stories are like.
Yeah. The only other ones that I know that we found that were very bizarre were for That's So Raven.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah. So that was another show we were trying to find some good ones for. I mean, they were fun to read, but very offensive.
Yeah, and fun loosely.
Yeah,
it's there was one. They're very. I don't know why. That's So Raven is attracting.
There was one with her and Barney, in very inappropriate situations, and Barney was calling her racial slurs.
That's really terrible.
It was very scary, and it's on Wattpad. It's not some dark corner of the internet. This is happening on Wattpad.com.
Yeah. When you type in That's So Raven onto fanfiction.net or Wattpad,
right,
it's only weird stuff. It's only offensive and bad.
Right.
I opened up one and it was it started with her in Auschwitz during the Holocaust.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, this is dark.
Right.
I don't know what.
And those are the first ones that come up. Because I feel for every other show, there would be a couple normal ones.
There's a lot of
writing about
ones.
the show. It's not bad. It's not good.
Right.
But for That's So Raven, just the first things that would pop up would be these horrible, offensive things.
Yeah. It's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on from that because we're not going to read any of those.
No, but I do have a Cory in the House one next for you.
Okay, I'm a little nervous.
It is, obviously Cory in the House is loosely associated with That's So Raven.
Yeah, Raven's not there though, right?
She's not there.
She never makes an appearance in that show, does she?
I feel like she might have.
I was a little too old for Cory in the House.
Yeah, Cory in the House was a newer one, but if you watch That's So Raven, you pretty much know the characters.
Yeah, I know the dad. I know
the dad is a cook in the White House. Yeah, basically.
And Cory just lives there too, right?
Yes,
I remember
they both live there.
I remember what the president looks like, and I remember what his daughter looked like. She's really cute.
She is very cute. She was in the movie with The Rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Where she had a nut allergy. I really resonated with that movie.
Yeah.
Where he carries her across the bridge.
Shannon has a nut allergy.
I do.
And I have carried her across a bridge.
Yep. Exactly. So this fanfic, there's a lot of sections and none of them really like go together. So I just picked my favorite one.
Okay.
Like you really don't need to know anything that happened before this.
Okay.
Because it won't help you understand it anymore.
Okay.
I just like this one the most. This has exactly 6 reads.
Oh.
So this is very...
Are we the 7th right now?
We're going to be number 7. This is very obscure, but I really enjoyed it. It reminds me a lot of this Hannah one that you had me read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be a dark episode because I have another dark one to read for you to read.
Okay.
Just don't look, but this is going to be an interesting episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is called the Iowa episode. Well, okay, the whole series is called Cory in the House, Trials of the Earth.
Season 1.
So it's like a show. It's called the Iowa episode. It's by Universal Shroom. Mm-hmm. And 6, now 7 reads.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it.
Cory woke up with a start, feeling as if this was going to be a very bad day. He got out of bed and sheathed his katana, already wearing his clothing. He walked out of the closet and ran right into the president, who, as usual, was drinking absinthe.
That's not how I remember the president from the show.
I think I remember that. That's like the intro scene.
Yeah, when they're like, Cory in the house.
And then he like
it's a
runs
party
into,
every week,
yeah.
baby. Yeah.
He
And then you just see
his katana.
He unsheathes the katana. You see the president in the back just shaking his head, like downing a bottle of absinthe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just as I remember.
Yeah, just this starts as the series starts.
Cory, what did I say about looking where you're going? Nothing. You've never said anything to me about that. Cory covered his face in shame. Why is he in shame?
I don't know.
He's never been told that.
None of this makes any sense.
No reason for shame, Cory.
None of this makes any sense.
Well, you should know by now you're like 12. Which he's definitely older than that, I'm pretty sure.
Right,
in the
he's
show.
got to be like 16 or 17.
With that, the president stalked off to some unknown place, drinking the green liquid lustfully.
Yeah.
Cory decided that today was going to be a normal day. Nothing weird was going to happen, except for when he woke up and he was like, this is not going to be a good day.
Yeah.
But he
Right.
just decided just now that he's going
Right.
to make sure it's not weird.
Yeah, he saw the president drinking his normal absinthe. He was like, okay, everything's normal.
Yeah.
Like, there's the president drinking his absinthe.
He just needs something familiar to really make him...
Also, I don't know if you caught this, but he woke up and walked out of the closet.
I did not notice that.
Not sure what they're implying there.
Is that
Or-
canon? Does he sleep in a closet?
I don't know. His dad's the White House chef. I feel like they had pretty nice situation.
Well,
To, like,
not
to
in
live
this story.
Right. I don't know what that means by the closet. I don't know if they're implying that he's gay or...
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Cory, okay, yes. He ate his bread rations and walked outside, taking a deep breath and enjoying the fall breeze. His katana glowed in the autumn light, reflecting the multicolored leaves of the White House garden. I thought it was sheathed. How is it reflecting anything? Is he just he unsheathed it, he's holding it?
I think they don't know what sheathed means.
Oh.
Because I think when he woke up, wouldn't it be sheathed already? Like he
keeps it out while he's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
In his hands, ready to strike.
Yeah, I really don't know what they meant by that.
He sheaths it once he wakes up.
Maybe it's like a clear carrier that it's in, so you can still see it, even while it's sheathed.
He just wants to make sure everyone can see it.
Yep.
Okay. Cory began walking down the White House sidewalk, unknowingly walking right into a trap. A bus slowly approached, stopping right in front of Cory. The door opened and the bus driver jumped out. Hey, you're that guy who almost hit me, Cory shouted, recoiling in horror. Is that something that happened in another chapter?
The very first chapter, like he just for no reason just walks right into the road and a bus almost hits him.
Is that why he carries a katana now?
No.
Okay.
Totally unrelated. But this is just the bus driver who hit him or almost hit him in the first chapter.
Cory's very expressive. He's recoiling in horror. He's hiding his face in shame.
Yeah, he knows
how to act.
He's a good actor.
That's right. And I think it's about time you learned a lesson. The driver exploded, exposing his Canadian accent. He's been exposed. He grabbed Cory and threw him on the bus, driving away at an insanely fast speed. 20 hours later, holy crap.
Yeah.
Cory was violently thrown out of the bus in a small field next to a small town in the middle of Iowa. He was on the bus for 20 hours, just like sitting nicely with a seatbelt on.
I really don't know. He was thrown in and thrown out, and I don't know what he did in the meantime for 20 hours from the ride from D.C. to Iowa. That's very far. And obviously they were going insanely fast because I feel like 20 hours is short.
Making good speed? I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty far west. Oh my God. Am I dumb?
I am. So
I feel like
don't look at me.
You know, in like the Midwest.
Yeah, I
to
think
DC.
You're right.
I mean,
that's probably making good time. Okay.
Yeah.
The bus driver laughed and drove away, leaving Corey alone in a state full of corn. The bus driver was like, "This is your lesson. I'm driving 20 hours, paying for the gas to do that, dropping you off in Iowa, and then driving back to DC."
Cackling.
He did it
as he goes.
The plan is going perfectly.
Yeah.
The bus driver laughed. Oh, I already said that. He walked to the town, realizing he may need to spend the rest of his life here. Wow.
Yeah, he has
There's no way to get home.
No. I was totally disconnected from the rest of the world. He's like, oh, this is my life. Can't walk anywhere else.
Maybe he'll just become a corn farmer. That's lucrative in Iowa.
That's all they have.
Mm-hmm.
As they already stated, he's alone in a state full of corn.
Well,
so
let's see what he does.
He's got one option.
Soon enough, he found someone who would take him in, an old lady who lived with her 30-year-old son. Or more accurately, a 30-year-old man living with his grandmother. What? Is that more accurate than why did you say the first sentence?
I don't really know.
Okay.
They just wanted to make that 30-year-old guy feel bad.
Yeah, they're like, fuck this guy that I'm creating.
Yeah. Yep.
The house was small, but Corey was used to small spaces and didn't mind.
Because he slept in the closet.
That is beautiful.
It's canon. It's canon now.
As long as you don't mess with my computer or interrupt my chat rooms, you can stay. But I won't like it, Tim, the 30-year-old son, said in a high-pitched voice, adjusting his glasses. He then walked over to his computer and began chatting once again. You're going to have to attend school if you want to live here, the grandma said, unless you want to be one of those hooligans who ride quads in the dunes.
So here's what I think is happening.
Okay.
I think he has unknowingly walked into the universe of Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh.
Because of the dunes. Isn't that part of the movie? Doesn't the grandma ride like a quad in the dunes and
I don't
she gets
remember
hurt?
that.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. That's why the uncle has to come live with them because the grandma got hurt. And then I'm assuming that this guy, they say his name's Tim, but it's like Kip, who's like, he's online chatting with babes.
Wow.
They've just stolen the plot from Napoleon Dynamite.
This is incredible.
And inserted Corey.
Maybe they thought they came up with this.
Yeah, I'm
like,
just realizing this now that we're reading it again.
I'm glad that you realized it.
That line didn't make sense to me before, and now I'm like, that definitely has to be it.
Not knowing what she was talking about, Corey walked to his new room, which was bigger than the one he had at the White House. All it contained was a bed, a bookshelf, and a small notebook, which had a pencil in it. Noticing it was a drawing book, Corey took it and began drawing Japanese symbols and warriors in the blank pages, making himself a new hobby in the process. His new hobby is drawing.
Yeah. Also, they just had that room ready for him, even though they didn't know he was coming.
They always take in the people that like that bus driver takes revenge on.
Yeah, that bus driver is actually like a human trafficker.
But he traffics them to Iowa to live with this old woman.
Yeah, he's trying to help the corn industry.
That's great. I like that.
He's just kidnapping people, making them work there.
Corey could use some hard work in his life.
Yeah.
He just gets to live in the White House in a closet.
Yeah, I mean, when your sister's a psychic and your dad's a chef, you've got it pretty good. This bus driver's just trying to help him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Eventually, Corey got hungry and moved out of his room to the kitchen, where he grabbed a quesadilla.
That's another Napoleon Dynamite thing.
This is Napoleon Dynamite. Does he become Napoleon Dynamite?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He could hear Tim quietly talking to himself while he typed at his computer, talking to people he would never meet through a chat room. What exactly are you doing? Corey asked, having never seen a computer before. Wow. Poor Corey.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of conditions he was living in the White House.
No computer, but he did have a katana.
Right.
And his own closet.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Some people don't get that.
Where was his dad?
Cooking.
Oh, okay.
He had his bread rations. And then
his dad gave him the ration.
Yeah.
It's like, this is all you get, son.
Yeah,
the rest is for the president. Mm-hmm. Just soak up the absinthe.
If you must know, Corey, I'm talking to girls through the internet. It's getting pretty serious. Oh, lucky. I can't get girls because I'm too short. Letting out a nasally snicker, Tom turned and adjusted his glasses. That's a myth. If you want girls, you just got to be yourself. He then turned back to his computer, leaving Corey to think. Corey now knew 3 qualities to getting girls. Be confident, be tall, and be yourself. Who taught him the other ones? Oh, is that what this whole like story thing is about? Like all the chapters are like Corey's learning about how to get girls. Each one is a lesson in how to get girls.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the chapters was just him learning how to use a katana. I don't know what the point of that was.
Be confident.
It wasn't explained. Yeah, that was be confident.
I like this.
Now he's learning be yourself, but before he learned be tall.
But now Tim said it doesn't matter. He's like, no,
right. So that's be yourself. But he had learned be tall before, and now
I love him collecting.
Revoking that.
He was learning slowly but surely. He walked out to the porch with his new outfit, sweatpants with a Siberian tiger printed T-shirt tucked into them. Corey sat on the porch and waited for the bus. Looking over the cornfield across the road, eventually a bus came. Corey walked slowly up the stairs and past the 3rd graders. Wait, what? Oh, he's going to school. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was waiting for the bus. Past the 3rd graders, going to the back of the bus where Greg, a 4th grader, sat. Mm-hmm. Corey's definitely not in 4th grade. Like, but
this is Napoleon Dynamite, because that's the part of the movie where he misses the bus and he has to sit with all the kids. Remember?
Wow,
because this is what's happening.
I was not prepared to have to remember everything that happens in Napoleon Dynamite for this.
Oh my god!
What are you up to today, Corey? I remember that.
Yeah.
Greg asked, looking severely depressed. Gosh, I just got up, so shut up, kid. Corey turned away and began throwing stuff out the bus window to see if it would make the bus go faster due to there being less weight.
He might be a 4th grader. That's
something children do.
Yeah.
Corey arrived at school and walked up the stairs, entering the building. He found his locker and put all his stuff into it, katana included. Apparently weapons weren't allowed in the classroom because they were dangerous. Out of nowhere, Jim, the school jock, walked up to Corey, pushing him into the lockers. Hey, nothing personal, kid, he said, laughing. Corey ran from Jim, arms behind his back, and eventually made it to his classroom. He sat down on his desk and took out his notebook, drawing some more samurais. Eventually, the teacher began to call names for presentations on the articles they had to do reports on. Corey stood up and his name was called and walked up to the chalkboard, standing awkwardly in front of the class. Over the weekend, French scientists shot a missile at the wilderness of Canada to try to kill Bigfoot, who lives there. After searching the forest ruins, many people seem to think that Bigfoot still lives and didn't die. Corey took a deep breath, closing his eyes. Some people think witches came from Toronto to save Bigfoot and stop others from eating him and saved him in the process. Is that something that happens in Napoleon Dynamite? Does he say that?
I don't think so. Also, this is his first day at the school and he
has a report
ready. Yeah. We don't really need to read anymore. This is just his day in school, like going through Napoleon Dynamite.
Going through his life.
Right, like when he goes to the secretary and he has to call home. It's just Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm glad we realized that you realized that early on.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I feel like we'd sound stupid.
Right.
I feel like eventually I would have gotten it, maybe.
I don't know. That part with the dunes really, really clued me in.
Yeah.
Because I just had that vision, that image of her in my head, like on the dunes, where she like leaves them and then she's like, I'm going there. And then she just like flips over and she's gone.
Well, I'm going to rate that. I'm going to rate that a 3.5 out of 5 stars because I feel like I like that this is a crossover that you really wouldn't picture.
Yeah.
I also feel like even the beginning is like a little bit like a Harry Potter thing. Because Harry Potter lived in a closet under the stairs.
That's true, he did.
And he didn't get to really eat. So bread rations make sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on in the story. I feel it's very abstract, but I like it.
Yeah. It's well written. Also, like...
Do you think they like were watching Napoleon Dynamite and like pausing and then writing down what happened?
And they just wanted to copy it exactly for this episode of their show.
But they really like Corey in the house. So they also were like...
They also obviously really like anime. There's a lot of mention of like katanas and...
Samurais.
Running like Naruto with your arms behind your back.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one.
Okay.
We like Corey.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Like I said, not big into Corey in the House, but that doesn't matter. So next I'm going to have you read a Lizzie McGuire one. So that's going way back. This one was written in 2005.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't realize how old fanfiction.net was.
Yeah, I didn't realize fanfiction was that old.
Right? Like, maybe I did know that. I don't know.
It's kind of crazy.
I can't remember what I was doing in 2005. I was in 5th grade.
I don't know.
But, so this is another very bizarre one. Kind of like another fever dreamy. It's called Lizzie McGuire Loses Her Sanity.
Okay.
It's by
Salvadora Honey Bumpkin Kalush.
It's the tragic tale of mental decline. It's the tragic tale of the mental decline of everyone's most hated girl. Of course, Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, obviously very hated.
Yeah,
very
we hate her.
Okay.
This is very short, so.
Cool. Lizzie McGuire was a strange girl. Sorry, I had to stop right away. This is very different from One Direction fanfiction where it's like,
she was a normal girl.
I'm the usual girl. I'm a normal girl. It's
well, like, Lizzie doesn't.
Strange.
She doesn't end up dating One Direction in this.
Okay, cool.
Clearly, because they would never date someone who's strange.
Obviously. She was always perky and stupid in an annoying way. Her best friends, Miranda and Gordo, were also pretty annoying, but she managed to out-annoy them every single time. One day, Lizzie was walking to school in an angsty, sulky manner when a fairy fell from the sky. The fairy sighed heavily and groaned. "Oh, Lizzie, how I do hate you." The fairy smiled saucily, leaving Lizzie to explode into tears. The fairy disappeared into the heavens, and Lizzie collapsed, traumatized that her perfect little angsty, selfish world was coming to an end, spazzing out over the realms of the 34th Street sidewalk. Why is her world coming to an end?
Because the fairy made fun of her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Seems a little overdramatic.
She's Lizzie. She's a moron.
Yeah.
We hate her. The world's most hated girl.
I guess. I did not know her as that. I thought everyone liked Lizzie.
No, you're wrong.
Okay. I guess I was. I guess I don't really know. Okay. How dare it? How dare it? Lizzie screams. Lizzie's screams pierced the frigid night air, and the clouds billowed in dismay and distress. Lizzie started hallucinating, picturing Miranda stepping on her toes and Gordo smashing a vase into her scarf.
She's spiraling.
Smashing a vase into her scarf, I don't know what that means.
Maybe like when she's wearing her scarf, just like straight into the chest. The jugular.
I don't know. Lizzie winced and her knees trembled. They trembled until they could tremble no more, and her socks fell off. Okay. After a few silent, heavily loud breaths, Lizzie passed out with no grace onto the lawn, covered in worms and dog poo. Lizzie's mother and father were skulking around the neighborhood, looking for their peanuts.
I don't know if that's like
their kids.
That's what I am thinking. Is it like their children, or are they looking for peanuts?
Well, then it says when they came across their ugly, horrid daughter strewn across the ground.
So I think they were really just looking for peanuts.
For like actual peanuts.
Yeah,
because their daughter is ugly and horrid.
Yeah.
I guess we were model parents, Mr. McGuire noted. This isn't very funny, you know, Mrs. McGuire added. I think we're cursed. You think? Marbles. And that was when Lizzie came back to conscious and slowly lifted herself with a capital H, like God. Lifted herself off the ground.
Is like marbles like her, that's like what they do to get her back to reality?
I don't know.
That's like her word?
I don't know.
Like when you get hypnotized?
Maybe. I mean, that makes more sense than
just saying anything.
She could not bear to see the day, however, and sighed dejectedly. With a big, she recollapsed. Oh, man, I thought that she was gone for good. Mr. McGuire pointed to his head with a wave, a wiseness drifting ashore into the ... And then Ellie dashed across the screen. The end. Who's Ellie?
I don't know. I Googled it and I can't figure it out. I think they might be talking about like the cartoon Lizzie.
Oh, mate. Was her name? No, but her name's not Ellie. It's Lizzie.
But Lizzie is like Elizabeth. So another nickname for Elizabeth would be Ellie.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I can. And like I like the image of just that cartoon running across.
Yeah,
the
she's
screen.
still alive, but Lizzie is not.
She's finally free.
Wow.
So what did you think of that one?
That was another very like poetic. Like there's definitely a deeper meaning here that I don't understand.
I think that they just really hate Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna give that like a 2.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it was fun to read, but like the story made me sad.
Yeah, but you know what? I kind of think I might hate Lizzie McGuire too. Like,
I wasn't a huge Lizzie McGuire fan. Like, I liked the movie because they were in Italy and like there was music, but like the rest of the show, like I was never a huge fan of it.
the only thing I remember is when she went bra shopping with her mom and Miranda, and I barely remember it.
I just really like Gordo.
She was being. I remember her being annoying. Gordo was. He was a good character.
Yeah, I think.
The little brother though, I wanted to kick in the
Oh
face.
yeah, no. Don't like him.
He's not even mentioned in
Hate
this.
the parents also.
Yeah,
the parents
see,
are
maybe
bad.
it wasn't a good show because Miranda was also kind of annoying.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if I really understand like the animated Lizzie.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like an artistic choice that I'm like, we didn't really need. It doesn't really add anything.
right.
Because like, maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but Lizzie doesn't really acknowledge having an animated version of
No.
herself in her head.
I don't think so. I think it's literally
It's just
like,
a narrator.
Yeah. See, maybe we don't like that show.
Disney was weird. I don't
See, it was weird.
know how I feel about
Nickelodeon's
this.
even weirder though, so I'm excited when we go to
I
Nickelodeon.
but I love the Nickelodeon shows. I was definitely like a Nick kid.
Me too. Disney was like, I barely watched any Disney.
Yeah.
I watched so much like Drake and Josh.
Right. I feel like when I was older, I watched
iCarly.
more Disney.
I even I watched. I was way too old for iCarly, and I was watching. I still like iCarly.
No, I love
It's
I love
funny.
iCarly. I love Drake and Josh. I mean, but all like the Nick cartoons were so much better than any of the Disney cartoons.
I think I'm gonna just go on a limb and say that Nickelodeon is superior.
Right. I did determine as a child, I remember like saying this once, like the Nick shows are better, but the Disney movies are better.
Yeah, the Disney Channel original movies.
Right,
Those
like
were fantastic.
High School Musical, Camp Rock.
Luck of the Irish was my favorite.
that one.
Yeah, but we'll probably do a
Halloween
Nickelodeon
Town.
episode.
Do you
'cause
remember Smart House?
Yeah,
I
absolutely
loved
remember
that
Smart
one.
House. We should do a Disney movie.
Yeah, we'll
fanfiction
do that.
Day.
We'll do a Disney movie and we'll do a Nick show.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
Cool.
So keep listening, guys, because that's coming someday.
It's gonna happen. We don't know when, but it will.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you have for me next?
Yeah, so this is my last one. It's a crossover. And I feel like if you're listening to this and you know anything about like current fan fiction that's like kind of satirical, this is definitely a pairing that has existed in the past couple of like months, years, like on the internet. Like people will always put these two together, and I really like it. And I found this one. A lot of them are very inappropriate, but this one was just kind of, I don't know. It was just kind of romantic.
I'm very excited. Let's see.
Yeah. It's called No Running in My Lobby. The first chapter is called Amy Be Pissed.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's Mr. Mosby's POV.
I feel confident because it has only 400 views, but 60 comments.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
People really like this one.
It's by West 10.
Yep.
West 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. It starts off Mr. Mosby's point of view. Zach, Cody, I said no running in my lobby. Why don't you two hooligans ever listen to me? I scream at the two blonde twins. Have you ever tried shoving a giant bug in their face? That always works on my kids, a deep voice said. I almost just fell off the table. Okay. I look up from my paperwork at the desk. An attractive, muscular blonde man with great bone structure stands before me. How may I help you, sir? I stutter.
Mr. Mosby's never flustered.
I know.
So this is real.
Well, this is why.
Yeah.
I'm Bob Duncan, exterminator. That's the dad from Good Luck Charlie. Okay.
Yeah. I know Good Luck Charlie was kind of like late in your, like you didn't watch it.
No,
very
I've
much?
never seen an episode, but I've seen the memes.
Right. There's a lot of Bob Duncan memes.
Yeah.
Bob Duncan had such a glow up throughout the course of that show. Like I feel like when it started, he was like a big guy.
Yeah.
But like, by the end he was still big, but he was like muscular. And I was like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was so weird. And like, that's when people started like calling him daddy. And then it all got really, really weird.
Mr. Mosby's about to be calling him daddy.
Right. And people call Mr. Mosby daddy too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 2 daddies in one story.
I can't wait. I heard you yelling at those boys, and I thought I'd give you a tip on how to handle them. I have 5 kiddos myself. I know how to handle them if I do say so myself, he says kindly. Well, they're not actually my kids. See, they live here why would he even assume that they're his kids? Because they're in a hotel.
Also, they're white.
There's like
blonde
nothing
boys.
that would ever indicate that those are his children.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
See, they live here at the Tipton Hotel with their mother. I guess you could say that I am like a father figure to them. Their biological father is in a band and is constantly on the road. The hooligans' names are Zach and Cody, I say. That's a lot of information for a stranger to know.
Yeah.
It's like, these are children.
He's oversharing because he's nervous.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's this very attractive man in front of him, and he's like, he's stuttering. He doesn't know what to do.
I feel like I'm the opposite. I don't talk at all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yep, those are my kids. Thank you. Bye. But yeah, I can't get it. That's a lot of information to be telling a stranger that you don't know, especially if you seem to care about these children. Mm-hmm. Like, this is their names. This is their family situation. They live here. Like,
right.
You don't know this guy.
He's the exterminator.
That's
all he said.
And that's like, it just said exterminator. Like,
right.
What if he's a child exterminator?
Oh, I didn't consider that.
Well,
interesting.
You gotta always be ready. Fascinating. What might your name be, kind sir? Bob asks me. Marion Mosby. I'm the manager of the Tipton, I state. I presume I'll be seeing you around quite a bit then. Yes, of course. I walk around to check on everyone quite frequently, actually. Does he, knock on all the doors?
I don't know.
That's a busy day.
Also, why is Bob Duncan going to be here, around quite a bit? He's the exterminator. Wouldn't he be there, just today?
Maybe he is an exterminator,
go?
but exterminators can go on vacation. Maybe
he's just staying there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I just like the idea of Mr. Mosby being so stressed all the time, like he was in the show, because he has to go up and down all the floors to every single door and check on everyone constantly.
Yeah, I guess.
Excellent.
I don't know.
Bob smiles. Have an extraordinary day. The same to you, I call after him, his body growing further and further away with every step. Damn, what an ass. But that kind of reads like, what a dick. What a piece of shit. What an ass. But he's talking about his buttocks.
But then keep reading.
I think to myself as I watch his hips sway as he walks away.
Yeah, so it's about his ass.
Well, I like picturing Bob Duncan's hips swaying.
Wow.
Men's hips don't usually sway.
Absolutely
pretty rigid,
not.
But Bob Duncan does.
He's got an ass.
He has to sway.
Yeah.
He'll tip over if he doesn't. I have got to get to know him better. Bob's point of view. Wow, Marion's very hot. I think he may be the one. Amy was just a cover-up because I'm gay.
Amy's his wife.
And then his second thought right after that was, you know what you have to do, Robert. You're gay. And then he says, I'm gay. But wait, no, now he's back home. Amy, we need to talk, I say, walking back over to sit by my wife on the bed. Make it quick, Bob. The kids are going to be back within a half hour, she responds, looking at her phone. All the kids are together, and they're all going to be back in a half hour. Where are they at?
I don't know. I mean, school.
But they have a baby. Isn't Charlie little? Isn't the point?
Maybe this is after Charlie. Well, then
this is way in the future.
I really don't know, actually. Because Charlie always in the show. Charlie always stays home with the mom.
Zach, it's when Charlie's older and Zach and Cody are 30 and they're still running through the lobby.
Cool.
Nice. Wow, this is really hard to say. I think we need a divorce. I say, cringing at the last word. I don't think I'm in love with you anymore. I don't want to make everyone unhappy because we fight all the time. I say quietly. You don't love me anymore? I thought we were happy. I thought we were. Amy starts, but a silent sob cuts her off. Obviously, we weren't happy. I just said we fight all the time.
He didn't say that. He just thought that.
Yeah. I think I should go. I'll pack my stuff. Good thing we took 2 cars, eh? Oh, they are at the hotel. Right? Because took 2 cars.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're staying in the hotel.
Well, no. I'm making things up. Good thing we took 2 cars, eh? tell the kids I love them and I wish I could stay with them, but
He's just abandoning the
he's
kids
like, I'm done now, bye.
for Mr. Mosby.
That's what happens. It's called love at first sight. You're willing to do anything.
I guess. He's got that ass. He can do whatever he wants.
He's going to saunter off out of the room with his packed bags.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Bob, just please tell me, is there someone else? Am I not good enough for you? Why is this so sudden, she asks. Well, there's not exactly someone else. It's just that, well, I didn't want to have to tell you this, Amy, but I'm gay. I like men. I'm attracted to men. I know what the fuck gay means, Bob. Just shut up and pack your shit before I throw it out the window. I can't even right now. She fumes. Wow. I can't even. Sounds like you've been having a bit too much Starbucks lately, I scoff. Wow, this one's sour.
Yeah. I mean, she was like, not understanding, but like sad. And then he was like, I'm gay. And then she got mad.
It's like, if anything, that's probably like the best reason for a divorce. Because it's like,
yeah,
it's not that like.
That's like the classic, like, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's okay. She's just a bigot.
Yeah, I guess. Interesting.
Yeah, well, you can't tell me what to do anymore, bitch. I'm not your wife anymore. Fuck you. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck you. Amy yells at me. I thought he was saying
Yeah,
that.
me too. I was confused.
She grabs all my stuff and hurls it at me. You were horrible in bed anyways, she snarls. Well, that would be because I'm not attracted to you at all. I smile smugly, turning to grab my keys and walk out. Amy's point of view. We're getting everyone's point of view.
Yeah.
Dang, Amy, you still got it. Great acting skills. Bravo. That bitch will pay. I'm going to kill him and whoever he left me for. Make him regret ever deciding to talk to them. Just you wait, Bob Duncan. I'll get you and it'll be good.
The end.
Wow.
Of chapter 1. I think there are a few chapters here.
Just 2.
Just 2.
The next one's just called Together at Last.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
I liked that. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I really liked that one.
I think that's really funny. I just really like the dialogue between Amy and Bob. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he had to go after Starbucks, though, which is a little offensive to me.
Yeah, like...
Because I feel like I'm better when I have Starbucks. But maybe. I don't know what he means by you had too much. It was because she said, I can't even. Like, it's like a white girl thing. Okay, so it is direct.
If anything, I would have said, if I were Bob, I'd be like, oh, you're hanging out with our teenage daughter too much. You know what I mean? Because that's like a teen thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. This is the one I'm going to have you read.
Okay.
It is disturbing. But it's payback for the Wizards of Waverly Place one.
Okay.
This is called Zach and Cody, Sweet Love.
Sweet like
Sweet Life.
Sweet Life.
It's by Chakram 2015. Wow. But it was written in 2007. Oh. So that's interesting, right? I wonder what they ended up doing in 2015, that it was so important to them.
I don't know. I'm scared. Zach and Cody, I think, was one of my favorite shows on Disney, I would say.
I liked Zach and Cody.
Because like that one went on for a long time because there was 2 series. So I feel like I just know them well. You know?
Shannon needs to keep her mic closer to her face.
Sorry. I'm so
She's
sorry.
drifting away.
Okay. I'm not going to read this intro. Basically, they're like, I don't own any of this. And then they talk about what it's going to be about.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Okay. So here we go. Cody Martin sat in the suite that he shared with his mom, Carrie, and his brother, Zach, on the 23rd floor of the Tipton Hotel. It was raining outside, and their mother was downstairs working on her show for later on today. Zach had left a while ago before it rained. Cody had tried to warn him that the forecast said it was going to rain, but Zach ignored Cody, telling him that it was sunny outside. Cody looked over at the door and smirked when Zach walked in, soaked from head to toe as he sat his skateboard down by the door. I told you you'd get wet, Cody said as he got up and handed a towel to his shivering twin. Zach just forced a smile and mocked a laugh as he started to dry himself off. Zach sure does look pretty cute when he's wet, Cody thought to himself as he sat back down on the couch and continued to watch TV. I'm just having thoughts.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay. With the one I had you read with Justin and Max, like, they're brothers. These are twins.
Yes.
So there's something
Identical twins.
There's something to be said about finding your identical twin attractive.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to keep going. Cody had come out to Zach and everybody a couple months ago and told him that he was gay. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I think that's believable as far as the show goes. Mm-hmm. He knew Maddie would pretty much accept him. Mr. Mosby would remain the same, and London would probably be too dumb to even understand what the word gay meant.
But not like Amy, because Amy knew what the fuck gay means.
Oh, London. London doesn't know. It took me a minute to remember who these people are. Maddie was Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then London is...
London.
Brenda Song?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Fun fact. I asked my parents. I told them when I was like 7 that I wanted them to call me London for the rest of my life.
Do they?
No, it lasted for like 2 hours. And then
they
I was
call
like,
you London though?
I don't know. Maybe.
I was going to say, that's really sweet that they would support you in that way.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
I just wanted to be London. I liked her.
Do you want me to call you London?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
Did you look up to London?
Yeah.
She was rich.
She was rich.
Yeah. I look up to her.
Yeah. She had a huge closet.
I look up to anyone who's rich.
Same. I want to be them. I don't care how they did it. Okay. The person who surprised him, however, was his own twin, Zach. Cody had expected Zach to just laugh and tease him in a cruel way from that point on, but he didn't. Zach just told Cody that he was still his brother, gay, straight, or even polka-dotted. Zach did tease Cody a little bit because teasing was in the job description of being a brother, but it was in a fun and joking manner. The one thing Zach didn't know, though, was that the boy Cody had fallen badly for was him.
I like that it's the boy Cody. The boy... Oh, okay. No, I'm wrong.
What are you saying?
The boy Cody had fallen for. I thought it was the boy Cody had fallen for him.
There needs to be some punctuation there, I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure what type and where, but it should be.
I don't know. Okay. Zach had dried himself off and looked at the television, about to sit down before he stopped and looked at himself. You know what? Maybe I should change into something dry first. Cody smiled and nodded in agreement as he watched Zach walk into their bedroom, peeling his shirt off. Cody let out a sigh and turned back to the TV. If only he knew, Cody said to himself as he continued to watch TV.
So that's the first chapter, but I'm going to have you jump into the second chapter.
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't enough.
Hold on here. Okay, there we go. Okay. So don't read this first part because that's just a recap.
Gotcha. Previously
on Zach and Cody, a sweet love.
Okay. Zach walked back into the living room in some dry clothes and sat down next to Cody. When he sat down, he was a little close to Cody, so his arm brushed against Cody's, which sent a chill down Cody's spine. Cody turned and snuck a glance at his twin, smiling as Zach's eyes concentrated on the television screen. He blushed slightly when Zach spread his legs a little as he moved to get comfortable, and his leg brushed against Cody's. Cody looked up at Zach. He figured it was time he told Zach the truth. I'm also just wondering, so they're still living at the Tipton, so I'm picturing them as like their younger selves.
Yeah, these are like 12-year-old boys.
Right, and not like what they were on Sweet Life on Deck when they actually like had girlfriends.
Right.
Like were presumably sexually active. Like this is before any
One
of this.
One could assume. Yeah.
That's a little uncomfortable to think about.
This whole thing is uncomfortable, so keep reading.
Okay. Zach might not accept me for loving him, but it's worth him knowing, Cody thought to himself as he slightly scooted away from Zach. He couldn't stand keeping it a secret anymore. Zach? I gotta tell you something important, Cody said. He watched Zach turn the TV off and sit up. Okay, what is it, bro? Zach replied. He just had to use the B word and make it harder, didn't he? Cody thought to himself. B word is in bro.
Make it harder as in his penis. Oh. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be.
Well, probably.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you already know I'm gay, but there's more to it than just that. Zach looked at Cody. Are you dating someone? Cody smirked slightly at the thought of that. No, that's the thing. I like someone, but I don't think he likes me back. He knows I'm gay and all, but I think the fact that I love him would freak him out a little. Zach looked at Cody and nodded. I see. Well, if he already accepts that you're gay, then I don't think there'd be a problem with you telling him that you like him. I mean, if he doesn't like it, then you know he has a right to, but just tell him you won't hit on him and want to still be friends. I'm sure he'd understand. Cody nodded. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think you'd accept the fact that I love you since you're my brother. Oh, he just threw it out there. He slipped it in there.
It was an accident.
Oh, wow. Cody's eyes grew and he covered his mouth when he finally realized what he had just said. Yeah, it was an accident. Mm-hmm. Zach stared at Cody and remained silent for a while before he finally spoke. Wow. Well, thanks for letting me know and being honest with me, Cody. I really appreciate you coming to me and telling me this. Cody stared at Zach and stood up. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just go to our room and die of stupidity now, Cody said. That's so sad. This makes me sad.
Is it?
It's a little sad. I mean, other than that, aside from the fact that it's like incest or twincest.
And they're like 12.
And they're like 12. Like, I feel like that's just a sad, like, it's just a sad thing.
Well, don't worry.
Okay. Oh, God. Cody said, about to cry. Zach noticed this and stood up, pulling Cody while he stood up and kissed him on the lips gently. He wrapped his arms around Cody and smiled when Cody kissed him back. He slowly pulled away. He jumped onto that very quickly.
He just needed a second to process, and he's like, no, never mind. Into it.
Oh, well. The truth is that I accepted you when you came out because I'm gay too, Cody. And I love you more than a brother, just like you told me about you. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't have accepted you if I was straight, because I still would have, Zach said, trying to cheer Cody up while he confessed. Cody just smiled and gently kissed Zach on the lips. I know that, Zach. So, do we become a couple now or what?
The obvious next step when you kiss your brother.
Right. Zach smiled and nodded. Absolutely. Cody smiled and sat down on the couch next to Zach. Zach wrapped his arms around Cody. Don't worry about school, Code. I know you, and I know you're thinking about homework or something in the back of your mind. Don't. Just relax. Enjoy the show. Cody laughed and nodded as he leaned against Zach. Okay, and then this is later on that night.
Do you want to read this?
Is it bad? I'll read it.
Okay, it's not. It's not as bad as that other one.
Okay, yeah,
Max
not as
graphic.
Justin. Not as graphic.
Not nearly.
Okay,
it's tasteful.
Cool. Zach and Cody walked into their bedroom and stripped off their clothes. Cody put on his pajamas and Zach put on some boxers and a shirt. They both got into their beds and Zach stared at Cody. Codes, I'm cold. Could you warm me up? Zach asked with a smile. Cody smiled and got up and crawled into the bed with Zach. He hugged him and leaned against his warm body. He took a deep breath, inhaling Zach's sweet scent. I wouldn't imagine Zach's scent being sweet.
Maybe he's like wearing perfume.
Zach's like the dirty one.
Maybe he just likes the must.
Oh. Okay. Zach smiled and gently rubbed Cody's back.
Well, they're also like prepubescent, so he probably doesn't like stink yet.
Okay.
This is going to make it even weirder what you're about to read.
I love you, Cody, Zach said. Cody smiled. I love you too, Zach. I'm scared.
You should be.
Okay. Cody then moved his hand down and gently ran his fingers up and down Zach's leg before he felt something. He moved his hand further up and soon confirmed his suspicions. He smiled to himself, seeing that Zach had a boner because of him. He actually turned someone on. He smirked and started to gently rub the bulge, resulting in an instant groan from Zach. I don't like this.
You're almost done.
I don't like it. Okay. I just like the line. He actually turned someone on.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Okay. Okay. Cody smiled and pulled Zach's boxers down. He then disappeared under the blanket, and Zach looked down. Cody, what are you doing? Yes. Zach received the answer to his question. I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. Okay. The answer to his question in the form of a warm, moist feeling around his hard member. I hate that word.
Yeah. Fanfiction loves it, though.
They love it because it's just cleaner than saying any of the other one. But I still hate it. Like, it's worse for me.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
It's worse. He rested his head on the pillow and let out a moan. Oh, Cody.
That's exactly how he sounded.
Exactly. A few minutes later. A few minutes later, Zach came into Cody's mouth. He smiled at Cody when he reappeared from under the covers. Zach started to move, but Cody stopped him. Don't worry about it, babe. I'm fine.
I don't understand what happened. So he smiled at Cody when he reappeared from under the covers. Zach started to move, but Cody stopped him. What was he going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. And he calls him babe.
They're moving really fast.
Yeah. They're a couple, remember?
Yeah, now
There's
they're
like,
boyfriend and boyfriend. Twin and twin, brother and brother.
Yeah. Zach smiled and the two of them closed their eyes, falling into a soft sleep. The end. Thank God.
So let's get a review on that one.
Oh, I hated it. Again, well written. I feel like we had a lot of well written ones this episode. Like, obviously they know how to write. And I do like the ones where like they're thinking to themselves and they talk.
This is written like an actual story, which is nice.
And they do acknowledge that twincest is bad in the intro.
Well, they kind of just said, if you hate twincest so much, why are you reading
They're
this?
like, right. So, I mean, they're acknowledging like, hey, like I know.
That people don't like it.
Right.
But they love it, so.
Right. So, like, I just don't know why you would write it. This person, I just don't know. This is from 2007. So, like, oh my God.
They were children.
So that scares me.
I'm assuming that whoever wrote this is also a child.
Yeah. But they're a good writer, so I feel like that makes it even weirder because, I mean, they're a good writer and they're writing about children. I want to know who this person is.
No, they're 16.
When did they update this?
2005. So they were 18.
Well, this was, they joined in 2005. I don't know when they updated this.
Well, doesn't matter. They were teenagers. They're definitely older than them.
Are, wow.
Maddie, Zach, Cody, London.
Oh, Troy Sharpay. Same. I love that. In their bio, I hate stories with a main character dying or something like that. I also find sweet life stories with twincest weird, but I read it anyway because they usually have a good plot.
But she was like, I'm going to write one.
Right. That's not a good plot.
I don't like it.
It's not a good plot. That's like a 0 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like anything about it. Like, maybe like a 1 out of 5 because it was well written.
Okay.
Like, I'm not mad at the writing, but it just
hard.
made me uncomfortable. Like, okay, so like the one with There's a Wavy Place, that one was kind of funny.
You didn't think this was funny?
This like
you were laughing a lot.
I was uncomfortable. I was laughing at myself. Like, this is just like a well-written smut about children. You know, like that's what makes it weird for me. Like, at least the one Wizards of Waverly Place was like
in the shower.
It was like in the shower. I feel like they knew it was bad. Like,
I don't think they did, because that one goes on to some pretty raunchy stuff that we didn't read.
Okay, wait. I'm going to go back to this one and see who the author is, what they're about.
We got Snapers.
Henry Danger Smut. That's like a Nick show that's on right now.
They exclusively write smut. They were not being satirical at all. That was real.
Oh, no.
So,
and they joined in 2015.
Moral of the story is that people who stan Disney Channel shows love
Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield smut.
So we have a few minutes left, and I was thinking, do you want to go back to the Liam Payne gym teacher story?
Oh, if I can find it.
Let's take a pause, and we're gonna try and find it. I think that we'll take the last few minutes of this, read another chapter, because I really liked that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll find it.
Let's do it.
Okay, we are back. We found the story. It was called The Gym Teacher's Liam Payne.
Obviously.
So we had read chapter 2. We skipped 1 because 1 was kind of boring. But chapter 2, basically, Liam Payne's the gym teacher. She works for him. She has a boyfriend named Andrew. They're about to go on a date. But then she says it doesn't go as planned. So
and she is 18. So let's
she is 18.
cleanse our palate.
Yes. Okay. Let's
of the
see
children.
What
Okay.
yes.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just read. You should take a break.
Okay.
So this one's called The Breakup with Andrew. Again by Daisy A. Games. I had to go on that date. I have been Andrew's girlfriend for the past 2 years. He is the love of my life. This literally happened that night. I was going to tell him that I want to break up with him. He started talking about football and how he wanted to marry me. Classic date situation.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that maybe is a high school thing. People are weird in high school.
I like football. I can't wait to marry
They're
you.
like, oh, I'm on the football team. Like, this happened. And then they're like,
when we
what do
get
you think?
married.
What do you think our babies are going to look like?
Yeah,
that's like a high school thing, I think.
I want to break up with you. I don't like football. I love One Direction more than anything. That's me. That's actually
wow.
That's 100%.
That's a real breakup that Frankie went through.
Yeah, I said that to so many men.
Oh, God.
I
Like
said
within the past couple years, not even in high school.
my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said nervously. Why is she nervous? She's always nervous. This is that girl that's always
she's
nervous.
trying to say she's more nervous than when she was talking to Liam.
I said nervously then talking to Liam.
This is not a well-written one.
She's very nervous because she was very nervous to pee.
Yeah, she was.
To pee. What the heck is wrong with you? I have been with you for 2 years and you want to dump me like this? It was kind of a bad way to dump him.
Yeah. He's just like in the middle of talking. She's like, I want to break up. I don't like football. I only like One Direction.
Yeah.
And they're on a date.
He said angrily. He started throwing his food at me. Wow. He started hitting me and kicking me and hurting me. He made me bleed. I started running out of the restaurant crying. I knew I needed help. I wonder who she's going to go to help for. I started calling a random number. After the call, I knew who came up to me. What? Did she just literally start typing in numbers and it was Liam?
I don't know.
So tell me what happened and I'll call the cops to get whoever hurt you, he said nicely. I told him everything Andrew did to me. When we got to his house, which was a nice house, he called the cops. But the cops already came and arrested Andrew. How did they know? Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's answering my question. Maybe the restaurant employees must have called the cops already. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This sounds like it was quite the scene.
Yeah.
And he's punching and kicking her
Right.
in the middle of the Applebee's.
Oh, wow. They got a 2 for $20. He starts throwing it at her.
Wow.
Oh, it's happy hour.
Who paid for the meal, you know?
Right.
The cops.
They're in high school.
Stay here for tonight, even though it's Friday, he said. I hope he is in jail for a long time. I said, so scared that he will escape. Damn. Also, why is it normally it's fine for her to stay there, but like Friday is usually like, but even though it's a Friday, you can stay here. What does that mean? I don't know. Where's her
Maybe
family?
he's thinking because I mean, it's not going to be a school day the next day. So there's no excuse for her to be there, you know?
Why didn't he take her home to her family?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand.
I like Liam though in this story. He's my favorite character.
See?
I'm so scared that he will escape. Okay. I hope he is in jail for a long time. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Every sentence is, I hope.
This is just one long paragraph. It's hard to read.
I hope so too, Liam said. I started to feel like I want to kiss him. I am so scared to ask. She is, again, still so scared of everything. This is justified, though. I feel like you should
She's
be
at the
scared.
gym teacher's house. She should be scared.
And she literally was just abused in the middle of a restaurant, and he
wow.
picked her up to save her. And she's like, I'm feeling like a kiss.
Wow.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I went to sleep at his house. Sounds like she didn't.
It just reminds me of the one you had me read last time where it was like, I could have been anywhere.
But the moral of the story is that I
could have been in this place. I could have been in that place. I could have been anywhere, but I was here.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I had a dream that I was pregnant with I almost said William, with Liam's baby. It was a really crazy dream. It started off as being pregnant for no reason. Then it came to the ultrasound at his house saying, I will only have one baby. What? The ultrasound's at his house. That's how rich he is. They come to his house to do the ultrasound. I had the baby in my dream, and it had Andrew's face on the baby. Wow. That's scary. I woke up scared to death. Thank God it was a dream. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because of this dream. Are you all right, Jaden? Liam asked, waking up. Are they sleeping in the same bed?
I don't know. There's so much wrong with this.
I'm okay. I just had a bad dream, I said. Okay, go back to sleep, he said. I went back to sleep with a good dream where I kissed Liam when I woke up early on Saturday morning knowing that it was a dream. What? I don't know. He made me breakfast, and it was so good. Then things got real good. After we ate breakfast, we watched a romantic comedy, and things started getting good. Oh, whoa.
She's gonna fuck the gym teacher.
He made me breakfast, and it was so good. Then things got real good. After we ate breakfast and watched a romantic comedy, and then
things started getting good. They weren't good
Things
before.
are real good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. I want to continue reading that story every episode because I really love it.
The next chapter's called In Love with the Gym Teacher.
You could have fooled me. Yeah. I really didn't. I couldn't tell. I just like that she immediately got into bed with him, and it was like...
Yeah.
No build up like, oh, he was like, do you want to sleep in your own room? Or like, oh no, I'm too scared. It was just like, no, obviously I'm sleeping in his bed.
I don't understand. Liam, why?
She's 18. It's okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess you're right. I forgot about that.
Okay, well, I think that wraps up this episode.
Yeah.
What do you think about Disney Channel?
I think it's a weird, wild place. You know, like the One Direction ones, I feel like the main theme was that they're like poorly written, make no sense.
Yeah.
But they all have similar themes. Like you're in love with One Direction. The main
you're a
character's
normal girl.
Right. You're the usual girl.
I mean, they are a little weird because they have like the abductions, or the spankings, the adoptions. But like, I feel like the Disney ones are just like fucked up.
Right. And they're well written.
Like it's like, oh, this is written by an adult about children.
Right. And it creeps me out. Not that I didn't enjoy reading them.
It was funny.
Have a laugh. But wow.
At least they're like characters that they're talking about and not real people.
Right.
You know,
when we were researching these, I found some very uncomfortable ones involving animated Disney characters that I don't want to think about. That made me feel a lot weirder than even like these Twincest ones. I
hope that Nickelodeon is not as disturbing.
Yeah.
I feel like the fandom for Nickelodeon is a little more down to earth. Maybe because I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe. Well, that has been the episode.
Yes.
I think we're done here. I think we're gonna cut it off. We're up on iTunes finally.
Yes, we are on the podcast app.
Yes,
and you can subscribe on there.
The Y/N podcast.
Yes,
please subscribe. Listen on there. It's much easier than YouTube. But
right, you can also subscribe on YouTube though. We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, please watch it every day on each platform.
Right.
Subscribe to us on YouTube and Apple. We have a Twitter. Again,
at the Wine Podcast.
Yeah.
And also you can email submissions to thewinepodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet us submissions. You can leave us comments on YouTube with submissions.
Text us.
Text us if you know us. Tell us what to do.
But yeah, so let's sign off.
Yes.
Until next week.
Until next week, we will see you then. Goodbye.
Peace out.